Well, hi there, food
Who
friends.
said that? Oh, it's Kevin behind the camera for a change and switching it up. I'm Ralph in front of the camera. I have a recipe I wanted to try and share with folks, and it's I'm calling it a turkey skillet casserole.
Okay.
I found it in an old, those old-fashioned handmade cookbooks we get at flea markets and yard sales.
Oh,
and
yeah,
such.
like the old church cookbooks.
Yeah, with those spiral binders.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to start off with some onion that we're browning and garlic with in a cast iron skillet pan, and I've coated it with a little olive oil, just enough to cover the bottom. If you were to use hamburger, you would not need to do that, but because it's turkey that we're using, which is very lean, you don't want it to burn. So we're using, like I said, a little olive oil at the bottom of the skillet.
And then what'd you have in there? About an onion?
A small onion and about a clove of garlic.
Okay.
And that's our start for this.
Smells good already.
Yeah, that's always such a great beginning aroma for the kitchen and for many of our favorite meals. So we're going to put the turkey into the frying pan, and we're going to let the onions get a little more cooked, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, so the turkey and the onions should really cook together, so I just wanted the onions to sweat a little bit, and now I'm putting the turkey minus the paper.
Oh, okay. Little extra fiber there.
Yeah, anyway, so this turkey, as we said, is, a little healthier. I love turkey anything, and I also love corn in anything. I also like meals that are kind of like a one-bite meal, or a meal in one.
All in one.
And so here is what's going in later is a can of cream of celery. These are, of course, step savers, as we call them, and some corn.
Okay.
Corn. And that mixed in here with the hamburger, with the turkey that we're going to season, will be topped with some hash browns.
These,
So, like I said, there's going to be a lot going on in here. A meal in one.
Meat, vegetables, and potatoes.
And it's easy. That's the fun thing about it. It's going to be very easy and fun to make, and a real meal in one. So we're just going to return after we get this turkey browned, and then we'll start to season it and show you what goes in next.
Okay. And we're rolling.
It sure smells good in here.
Yes, it does.
Turkey getting browned with the onions.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
And you can see a lot of the liquid that was produced from the turkey.
The fat,
and the olive oil is drying out or coming out from the cooking. And it's good that, obviously turkey, you don't want it pink or undercooked. So make sure that it's nice and brown. And so we did season it with some salt, some pepper, some seasoned salt. You could add onion powder or garlic powder or whatever you like more. Things like that. And now we're going to add in our step saver number one, cream of celery soup.
Oh, yeah. That's a staple.
And there's something about cream of celery, I don't know what, but we had an episode where we said, what did we say, celery was the new something or other?
The new kale.
Celery was like the new black, but make sure you get every good bit of that out. It's a real good binder and flavorful step saver, this cream of celery soup.
Yeah, our moms cooked with soup all the time.
And they would even put a little water in there to get every last bit. This is a can of golden corn, whole kernel corn. We mostly drained it, but you can leave some of the liquid in there.
So that all goes in.
Plop.
Okay. Great.
And you just give this whole thing a gentle stir so it doesn't pop out of your frying pan and into the fire.
Okay. I'd probably turn the heat. You could actually turn it off, I think, at this point if you wanted to, because isn't the next step... Well, go ahead and mix all that in.
Yeah, I think I wanted to get a little more integrated in with the heat.
Okay.
So it's kind of at a low simmer now, but yeah, the next step is to put the hash browns on top, and then we're going to pop it in the oven.
So I'm just going to get a shot in here, Ralph, of you kind of mixing it all together. And so that's the ground turkey browned with the onions and the garlic and
some seasonings.
And the can of cream of celery and the can of corn.
Exactly. So you just kind of flatten it out after it's been mixed in good. You don't want just a big mouthful of cream of celery or a mouthful of just...
You want to get some of that goodness in every bite.
Every bite.
Every bite, a delight.
So we're going to flatten this out a bit
Okay.
in preparation for the hash browns that we're putting on top. I've heard of this recipe where they put tater tots, and I guess you could do any number
I
of
guess you
toppings.
could, but
So what we're going to do is just sort of sprinkle them on a layer of hash browns. The oven, by the way, is preheated to 350 degrees. That's
Okay.
important. Make sure that it's at the right temperature.
so these are just frozen hash brown potatoes, and you could probably use, yeah, like you said, tater tots, or sometimes
Mashed
they do what they
potatoes.
do a southern style hash brown, which is sort of a diced hash brown. But that gives you your potatoes.
And we did what did we call it? Like a shepherd's pie?
The shepherd's pie, a hamburger pie. Now that had mashed
that had
potato.
mashed potatoes on top. But because these, these potatoes are raw at this point, I don't think it would hurt to put a little pinch of salt on it.
No, absolutely. You can put a little salt and
Actually, you know what?
pepper.
I'm gonna sprinkle it. It's a little easier because my fingers are wet.
Okay.
We like our potato chips salty. We like our hash browns with a little flavor. So this is, like I said, the way I like to cook is just, do your own thing, make it your own creation. If you want to do different things to the topping, or maybe even add cheese inside,
I think that's good. You're not going to let the man tell you how to make your casserole.
No.
Okay. So,
So that's it.
it's
really.
ready. So now it can go in the oven.
Yep.
Um,
350 degrees, and
how
we're
long?
going to put it in for 30 to 40 minutes.
okay. And make sure you grab a pot holder that is going to be hot.
This isn't so hot.
No, you sure?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It must have gone down. So I'm going to slide it right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it in the casserole is fun, or keeping it in the.
So if you didn't use a, if you
cast iron
didn't,
skillet.
you'd have to put it into like a baking dish or
Yeah,
a casserole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it is, pretty much a casserole, but I thought it'd be fun to make it into the actual cast iron skillet.
One less dish to clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to check on our casserole skillet turkey thingamajig. It's been about 35 minutes, and now we want to make sure that the. Oh yeah, that looks good. But we want to make sure that the hash brown potatoes on top are going to get a nice sear and brown well. So we're going to put it. I've turned the broiler on, so we move it up so that it's under the broiler. We're going to put it in there for about 3 to 5 minutes and make sure it gets nice and toasty brown.
It smells great.
And when we return, hopefully it'll all be ready to. We've had it under the broiler for about 5 minutes to make sure that the hash brown, the potatoes get a nice.
The hash brown should be brown.
Get a nice browning to them. And you'll notice I have definitely gotten the oven mitts and pot holders ready for this time because you don't want to pick this hot thing up and not be prepared. So yeah, it will sit out here for a little while to set and
up.
cool, and then we will have our meal and
So Ralph thought it would be a good idea if we put a few pats of butter on top and let it melt in, because we do like our hash browns buttery, don't we?
more better.
So as we're waiting for this to sort of set up, we put some butter pads on there. I guess you could also brush it with melted butter if you wanted to, but this is gonna be great.
Right.
Look at you. Here you are.
Ready to try the pie.
Yeah.
Not the pie, what am I calling it? The casserole. It's a
I hear the crunch.
turkey skillet casserole
Okay.
with corn.
Let's get a look at this here.
Hopefully not too hot. So it's got a little bit of everything going on in there. You know what? I don't know if it will set up more as it cools, but I'm suspecting that it will. But it's got a nice nice smell and texture, and now the taste test part.
Get a little.
You know what? I'm going with the spoon.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I like my big round baby spoon. Okay, get in here.
Okay.
Wow.
What do you think?
Well, I like it a lot. I love it. It's got the corn right away. I'm tasting the potatoes. The turkey is seasoned well, and it's got a little bit of everything going on with that cream celery soup.
Yes, right. Which kind of keeps it all together. Look at that.
It's really good. It's got everything I was hoping it would have in terms of,
Flavors.
flavors and like I said early on, to how much I love corn. Mixing that in a casserole is not the most common thing to do, but it's a fun thing to do. So we really had a lot of fun making this time here on Cavalcade of Food, and we hope that you enjoyed being with us as we always enjoy bringing this to you. So we'll see you next time right here on
Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.